Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video. Today is not going to be a vlog. Today I'm going to be giving you guys value. Today is going to be straight game, straight value. It's going to be a clip from the VIP trading session that I did yesterday. And as you guys can see, I'm still in Miami, Florida. So that's why it's not going to be a vlog today, but I am editing the vlog right now and it will be posted either tonight or tomorrow morning. So with that being said, make sure you watch the entire video if you want to learn exactly how I've been able to make money trading, exactly what I do when it comes to mindset and the advice I give my VIP members. Make sure you watch the rest of the video. I'm gonna get off this balcony before the winds start bothering y'all. Let's have a great day and let's have a great week. Stay safe, stay productive, and I'll see you guys inside. None of this matters at the end of the day because until you get the experience, you're not gonna know yourself. You're not gonna know what environments you perform better in, what environments you perform worse in. But you need to get experience for that. And the only way you get experience is through time. That's why the main thing in trading is time, submitting to time, understanding that it's gonna take time. I really wish you can get rich overnight. If you could get rich overnight in trading, it would be crazy. Yes, you can get lucky and make some money, but the main thing with trading that people want to be able to do is they want to be able to do something consistently. Anybody can come to the charts, take a random trade and make some money. But who's going to be able to do that every week, every month, every year, and consistently make money? That's the main thing. One thing people always ask me is, when did I become profitable? I would say I was profitable probably a couple months into trading, but that doesn't mean I was consistently profitable. That doesn't mean I was winning all the time. I could win a trade. I could think of an idea. I can have like a hypothesis, and then I can take that trade idea and it could play out. That essentially is a profitable trader, because if you're able to predict something that's going to happen and there's actually a system and a plan behind it, that's profitability. But to be consistently profitable, that's when it comes down to not just understanding the charts, not understanding the system, not understanding like the actual price action itself, but it's understanding yourself, understanding what environments that you need to stay away from. Because me, for example, I have rules in my trading that allow me not to trade every day, that allow me not to have to take as many trades every day, because I know myself. Me compared to some of you, I'm going to be different than a lot of you. Some of you may be more patient than I am. I may be more patient than some of you are. Some of you may have a different time schedule that don't allow you to do things the way that I would. And at the end of the day, each situation is very different. But that's why you always got to take these concepts and try to work it around your life. Because at the end of the day, some of the things that I may teach, maybe when it comes to trading New York session, when it comes to being patient, waiting for trades, may not necessarily work for you, because maybe during the New York session, you're at work. Maybe during the New York session, you have to do something else. So the way that you would go about it is going to be different. But at the end of the day, success is all about adapting. When I was working at UPS, when I was working at Amazon, when I was working at all these jobs, when I was working at warehouses, I was still trading, but I was still trying to find a way to be able to go around it. I remember at one time I was working 8 in the morning all the way until 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Every single day. It was under the table. It was like an 8-hour shift. I was getting paid like $10 under the table. I'll probably make like 100 something today. Work like 5 days a week. It was like an under the table job, like during COVID, like right when I started trading. I went from being able to not even being able, trying to trade during those hours, trying to trade like while I'm at work, to then saying, fuck that, I'm going to get a whole different job. I'm going to try to work during the nighttime so I can try to figure this out, so I can give myself the time to be actually able to build something for myself. And when I did that, it wasn't necessarily smart, because I went from being paid under the table, so I was making more money because I wasn't getting taxed and I was working more hours. I went to working less hours and getting paid less. But I had to take that L essentially to be able to give myself the time to look into trading. And then even then, I did that, and that was probably year 1 in my trading. I still had 2-3 years of failing still. But that was like that first step. But even then, that's still a loss at the end of the day. Some things are required to get to that next level. Sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. And it may be different depending on your situation. Like that was my situation. For your situation, it may be actually getting a job that pays more. It may be, everyone's different, but it really comes down to knowing yourself, because the only way you're going to be able to make money trading, the only way you're going to be able to consistently make money, the only way you're going to be able to consistently become a good trader is by knowing yourself, because this is a game where it's you versus you. I may be here to help you, but if you don't listen to what I say, you're still going to go to the charts and do everything yourself regardless. Regardless of what I say, you're going to do what you want. Regardless of what you guys want to say to me, I'm going to do what I want, because it's you versus you. But if you don't have your mindset in check, if you don't have rules, if you don't have discipline, if you don't have the traits that are going to allow you to actually be that successful person, because all your dreams, everything you want, like if you think of it right now, you can feel what it's like to have it, right? You can feel it. So in a sense, Everything you want, you can have. It's just about becoming that person that's going to be able to obtain it. Becoming that person that's going to be able to make that money. The same person I was 5 years ago is the same person I am now. I may make more money now, but I'm still the same person. It's just what I'm doing, the person that I became, the daily habits I do. Like right now, Zay, like I'm just from reading your thing, is show me your daily habits and I'll show you your future. It's true, because your daily habits are going to dictate who you're going to become in 5 years. Because what you're doing every day, what you're thinking about, what you're listening to is going to be who you become. Like if you ever heard the quote, who you hang around, you're the sum of like the 5 people who you hang around, 6, 7, 10 people, whatever the number is. But is what you're surrounded by, your environment is going to basically dictate what you're going to become. If you're hanging around a whole bunch of people that make a lot of money, if you hang around a whole bunch of people that work out, if you hang around a whole bunch of people that actually push you to be better, you're more than likely going to be better compared to hanging around a whole bunch of people that aren't doing as well as you, where you're doing the best out of all of them, and you're the one trying to help them. It's going to be 2 different environments, but even though you're the same person, the environments are going to change your outcome, essentially. And it's unfortunate, but sometimes you got to cut off friends. Sometimes you got to stop talking to family. Sometimes you got to move out of your state. You're going to have to do things that may seem uncomfortable now, that may seem like a loss now, but it's going to be for the benefit of your future. And sometimes you're going to make the wrong decision. Trust me, I've made the wrong decision plenty of times. I've done things that I thought were going to be beneficial to my success, that I thought were going to be beneficial to me, that I thought would be smart. I don't know what's going on over here. These cops in Miami be wilding out. Last day, going crazy. I don't know what they be going on. All right, hold on, I'm gonna let it go by because they make me lose my train of thought. It looks like a police escort. Oh, you know what it is? It's the F1. All the F1 racers right now. I seen one of the F1 cars yesterday, but that's another thing. You guys gotta put yourself in these environments. Like one thing the reason I wanted to say is understanding losses and understanding yourself. There's a reason I'm in Miami right now. After having a dookie week, I put myself in a situation that's at least gonna brighten my mood. Like right now, I'm more ready to go into next week versus if I would have been at home sitting in the dark, I would have been like, damn, this week was trash. I would have been sitting here trying to think of new ways. But right now, I'm in an environment where, for one, my mood is better. So when my mood is gonna allow me to have more confidence, I'm not gonna lose confidence in myself. That's another thing. You guys gotta make sure you don't lose the confidence in yourself. It's gonna happen. That's what losses do. Losses will slowly dwindle your confidence if you let it. But it's all about perspective. If you look at a loss as a way to improve, as a way to learn, as a way to grow, every time you take a loss, it's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to benefit you. And it's all about perspective. Because say, for example, someone like you versus me, I could look at a loss as a way to build. I could look at a loss as like, okay, now I know what to improve, so next time I'll be better. Versus someone else, they could look at a loss like, damn, this shows me that I suck. I'm not doing this right. What am I doing wrong? It's all about the way you look at things. Perspective is very key because the world isn't how it is. The world is what you make of it, essentially. The world is what you make of the world. The world isn't bad. Police aren't bad. But it's all about your perspective on it. And whatever you believe, that's essentially going to become your reality because that's how strong your brain is. You may not want to believe it at the moment, but your brain is the reason you think how you think. Is the reason you believe everything you believe. And it's just because what you've been conditioned, your environments, the people you hang around, all of those things. And it may not be intentional. That may not be what you were going for, but it's just how it is. Every situation is different. The way we all grew up is different, but it makes us all unique. But it all comes full circle. You just got to get experience. Get experience and journal. I would say journaling is very key to learning yourself because if you don't have a journal, you're not going to remember a lot of things that go on. You're not going to remember what you did last week on Friday, what you did 2 weeks ago during New York session, what trades you took 3 days ago. You got to remember these things because experience is going to allow you to build. Experience is going to allow you to know what you're doing right versus wrong. Experience is going to allow you to get the data that you need to be able to improve. Because without the data, if you don't know what you're doing right or wrong, if you don't know why you're taking losses, that's key. Every cause has an effect. Every loss you take, every L you take, there was a reason behind it. You got to figure out what that reason was, and now you got to work at that reason. And once you get that figured out, there's going to be another one. Trust me, every time you think you figure something out, there's going to be another problem. But that's just life. That's just being successful. There's always going to be something new that needs fixing. To be successful, the secret success to being the secret success to being successful is, lost my train of thought. I'm gonna remember. Don't tell me. I got it. Damn, I be talking too fast. Discipline plus a system times time equals success. If you do something, if you're doing what you got to do, regardless how you feel, if there's a system behind it, if you're following a plan, so regardless if you win or lose, you're just following a successful plan. In this case, trading will be a successful trading plan. If you know the likelihood of you winning a trade is a 70% chance, if you know the chance of winning 1,000 trades is a 70% chance, then you have a winning trade. You have a winning plan. Regardless if you take a loss or not, it doesn't matter because you know there's a chance of you taking a loss. You know there's a 30% chance of you taking a loss. It's about understanding that probability though. It's about actually taking that probability, and when you take a loss, not sitting there and dwelling on it, not sitting there over complicating it, not sitting there losing the confidence in yourself, because I'm telling you guys, how you talk to yourself is everything. If you sit there and you say, damn, I shouldn't have did this, I'm stupid, I'm an L, you will believe it. Even if you don't necessarily think, like really say you believe it, in your head, you're going to believe it. If you constantly tell yourself you're going to do something and don't do it, you're going to slowly build like the tolerance of saying fuck what you got to say. If you're constantly telling yourself I'm going to be disciplined and then you're not disciplined. If you constantly tell yourself I'm going to go to the gym and then you don't go to the gym, your mentally and your mindset is essentially going to learn to say fuck what you got to say, and you're going to lose respect for yourself. And once you start losing respect for yourself, changing is a whole lot harder, because even when you're aware of something, you're still not changing. But at the end of the day, get experience. And the only way you're going to get experience is by journaling, having journals, and not just in trading, journaling yourself, your thoughts, because you are your business in trading. Your mindset, you are your business. If you were to, say for example, lose your memory, you can't trade no more. Like you're literally done. Like your whole business is gone. Compared to if you just have a job, you just go back to work, you'll learn the new thing. It's not the same with trading. All of your experience to this point is what made you who you are, is what allowed you to become what you need to become, because you've learned what you're doing right versus what you're doing wrong. But it only comes from experience. Learn yourself, get experience, journal both your trades and journal like your thoughts, journal yourself, because knowing yourself is key. The only way you're going to understand losses is knowing why you're taking losses, knowing yourself in the first place. Like I said, I'm in Miami because I had a shitty week, but I know myself to where I know I would have dwelled on the losses. So now I'm here. I fixed my mindset, and now I'm ready to come back next week. And I also got some YouTube videos. So it's a win-win situation, but it only comes from knowing yourself. Say, for example, somebody else that was in my same situation, they may have stayed home. They may have fucking, I don't know, did fucking crack. Who knows? Heroin, fucking, who knows? You would have went crazy. They would have said, fuck everything. They just would have blew the fuck out. They would have put all their money into a trading account, bought 50 more challenges, started trading crypto. Who knows? The sky is the limit, especially when it comes to trading. When they leave you up to your own devices, when they leave you up to yourself, that's when you fuck up. It's the same thing with the casinos. The casinos make money because they allow people to basically fuck themselves over. They know people are going to get greedy. They know people are going to have negative and positive emotions that are going to make them do dumb shit. And you got to think the same thing with trading. The market is meant for you to feel a certain way, to look at it a certain way, so that you can keep risking your money, keep giving the money back to the market, and essentially lose. The market is meant for you to lose. But if you understand losses, if you understand yourself, then you know that the losses are just part of the game. The losses are just one of many. Once you understand you're going to continue to take losses, you're not going to dwell on each loss as much, because when you know there's thousands of losses coming, you're not going to dwell on the one. But I ain't gonna lie, my phone on 4%. That's probably why my shit is skipping right now. But how y'all feel about that though? I don't want it to be too crazy. Just knowing yourself is so key, and it's for the people that have been trading longer than, I say, 2 years, like a year, it's like you might understand it a little bit, but I say after 2 years, that's when you really start learning that, okay, the system really isn't the problem no more. Like I can figure out how to get in and out of trades. It's deeper than that. But it all comes from the awareness. Most people aren't even going to be aware enough to realize that. But if y'all got any questions, y'all could just ask me. Where's my charger at? I'm going to let my phone charge a little bit before I go back to the beach and shit. So if y'all got questions, comments, concerns, just let me know. I'm here. Questions about life, trading, whatever it is. Shit, you can even ask about Miami. I don't even know. I said I was going to take a break. Those were my words. I said I was going to take a break. I knew I was going to smoke again. It was just a matter of taking a little tolerance break. I mainly wanted to start smoking again once my girl got her medical card, but that's just going to take longer. That shit's gonna take way longer than expected. But nah, I like the way I look at smoking. The main reason I started smoking again, I'll say this, is because what I was realizing is with the free time I would have from not smoking, I was just trying to occupy that time doing other things anyway. So the same money, the same shit I would spend on smoking, when I wasn't smoking, I was sitting there like, damn, what should I go do? Then I just go out and try to do something. And I was basically just like, at least with smoking, I was content with my boring life. Versus not smoking, I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm just like losing my mind. Trying to do different things, trying to go out every day, trying to go out to eat. And I was just like, damn, maybe smoking was beneficial because at least I don't go out and party and shit. When I wasn't smoking, I felt like going out and fucking partying. No cap. I'm like, I need something in my life. At least with smoking. Yeah, it's like you do something. It's like at least with smoking, I can still do everything in my everyday life. Like right now I'm smoking, but I'm on VIP and I'm recording a YouTube video. Versus if I was drinking right now, I'd probably be on the sidewalk on the beach doing nothing. So it's like, like I said, you got to know yourself. Like I can still work when I smoke. Other people may not be able to. That's why it's like, it's hard for me to tell people, oh, if you can smoke or not, because everyone's different. The way I perform, my mindset is going to be different from yours. The way I look at weed, the way I look at myself, the way I view weed, like in my opinion, weed don't slow me down. I'll smoke and then go to the gym. Versus someone else, they'll smoke and then fall asleep. Or they'll smoke and then want to go out to eat. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to know yourself. But it's just like everything. With trading, bro, all the shit that I be telling you guys is universal with everything. Like literally with everything. The market will teach you about life because that's all it really is. The market is moving based off of human emotions. So like if you really look at the market in a deeper perspective, you look at it like, damn, this is really like, this shit is life. Ups and downs. It's never going to go one direction. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing is random. It's just, that's how you got to look at it. And you got to learn from experience. You're only going to learn from getting experience, putting your toes in the water, getting your stripes in. And until you get that experience, you're not going to know.